This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for May 18, 2023, couple charged for cocaine seized at the Seizure International. A British citizen and her Jamaican husband have been charged after she was caught allegedly attempting to smuggle cocaine through the Seizure International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James on May 10. The police say 46-year-old Keon Anderson, a manager of London, England, was in the process of boarding a flight destined to England about 6:40 p.m. when 1 kilogram of cocaine was found inside her luggage during routine checks. She was subsequently taken into custody, and the police say further investigations revealed that 48-year-old Lacan Almeida, a farmer of Belfield District, Manchester, was her accomplice in the crime. He was also arrested. The two have been charged with possession of cocaine, dealing in cocaine, attempting to export cocaine, and a conspiracy to export cocaine. The police say the illicit drug has an estimated street value of $7.72 million. Man attempts to punch woman but misses and hits her baby instead. A St. James man who allegedly attempted to punch a woman during a heated argument but mistakenly struck her 4-month-old baby will be subject to a trial as their attempt to resolve the issue through mediation has failed. The defendant, Maria Dunbar, is charged with assault occasioning bodily harm. He appeared in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday before presiding Parish Judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley. According to the allegations, on April 4, the complainant was traveling in a taxi driven by the accused. Upon reaching Market Street, an argument developed between them. The accused man then pulled over and attempted to throw the complainant out of the car. He then swung his fist at the complainant, but it missed and struck the complainant's baby instead, causing pain and swelling. During Wednesday's sitting, the case was temporarily postponed to allow the parties to speak with a restorative justice representative who was present in court. They were unable to reach an agreement, and the complainant expressed her desire to proceed with a trial. Sasha Marie Smith Ashley set a June 2 mention date and also extended Dunbar's bail. St. Thomas cousins in custody following chopping death of relative. 2 cousins, including a minor, who were on the run following the chopping death of their relative at Dudley Burke Lane in Yalas, St. Thomas on the weekend, have turned themselves into the police. The deceased is 25-year-old Ricardo Grant, otherwise called Ricky, a tire repair man of the same address. The cousins, a 40-year-old man and a 16-year-old boy, reported to the Kingston Western Police on Tuesday. They were later handed over to the St. Thomas Police. According to reports, about 9:20 on Saturday night, Mr. Grant was accused of exposing himself to his 12-year-old female cousin. An argument developed between Mr. Grant and the child. The 16-year-old boy and his older cousin reportedly intervened. A machete was used to inflict wounds to Mr. Grant's head, shoulder, and lower back. The police were alerted and Mr. Grant was assisted to the hospital where he later died. JCSE takes issue with a salary hike for politicians, says members are restive. The Jamaica Civil Service Association has taken issue with a salary hike for the political directorate in light of numerous unresolved issues presented to the Finance Ministry on the implementation of the Public Sector Compensation Review. The JCSE says it cannot guarantee normality if the anomalies are not immediately addressed. It says that the majority of its 30,000 members are restive. In a statement Wednesday evening, the JCSE said while it is customary for the salaries of parliamentarians to be aligned to that of most senior civil servants, the timing is unfortunate. It said this announcement does not sit well with its members, especially as there remains several outstanding issues arising from the implementation of the compensation review. Among the anomalies are the reinstatement of performance increment, duty allowance, passenger mileage, and the issue of contract workers who are yet to see adjustment to their salaries. The JCSE said it will be re-engaging the Finance Ministry to address the issues some groups at the various levels of the band are facing. The union said it will also be putting the Finance Ministry on notice that it will be seeking to re-engage on the transitioning of traveling officers in the respective scales within the 16-point salary band, as this group of civil servants has been the most affected in the public service. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark told the news that his ministry has been in dialogue with the JCSE to address the anomalies arising from the implementation of the public sector compensation review.
There was to be a meeting last week with the group that includes JCSA, meaning we'll be meeting through the auspices of the Confederation. The ministry has with the JCSA on these issues at the technical level, and I was available for a meeting last week, and it couldn't happen because one or two people couldn't make it. So we are in dialogue with the JCSA, and their concerns are our concerns.
St. Anne farmer dies in house fire. A St. Anne farmer died in a fire at her house on Wednesday. She is 70-year-old Lillian Gray of Woodland District, Muir House. Reports are that about 1:30 p.m., Mrs. Gray was at home with her daughter when she saw a fire coming from a section of the house. It is believed that Mrs. Gray thought the fire was caused by an electrical short circuit and went into the living room to turn off the main breaker. The building quickly became engulfed in flames. Residents tried to assist by pouring water on the fire, but the blaze continued and the Gray became trapped inside. The Brownstown Fire Department was called and Mrs. Gray's remains found during cooling down operations. Jamaica to begin using 658 area code. In another month, Jamaica should begin using the 658 area code in addition to the existing 876. This comes after the Office of Utilities Regulation recently assigned a central office code or number block with 10,000 telephone numbers under the new area code. Telecommunications provider Cable and Wireless, which operates locally as Flow, has confirmed that it was first to request the 658 number block from the OUR. Charles Douglas, the company's senior manager for government and regulatory affairs, says Flow has already started preparatory work for implementation of the new area code, adding that it will be assigned to mobile phones. There is a process of engaging locally and internationally to have the number configured on the network and recognized by partner carriers. My understanding is that they have only assigned the 658 to us thus far, and it is to be used with mobile numbers. My expectation is that subsequently, at another time, it is very possible that they could also make an assignment beginning with 658 for fixed numbers. But that is not yet the case, he advised. The OUR introduced a mandatory 10-digit dial-in on March 31, 2019 in anticipation of the implementation of the new area code. The additional 658 area code was introduced on May 30, 2018 to supplement the supply of numbers provided under the existing 876 area code. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.